What can I get you information on today? Okay. Well, I'm here just looking. Excellent, sir. Hey, look, a lot of people come to the dealership just to look. Y'all in the vehicle that you want to drive today. It could be that BMW you've seen online. So what I want you guys to take down is, look, all the customers who are coming through the internet, what are they doing? They're looking up information. 50% of those leads spend 75% of their time before they get here actually researching the vehicle that they're going to look at. Would you guys agree with that?
Oh, no, definitely, no doubt about it.
How many times you spent 75% of your time actually researching something, actually spent time to go drive there, and you weren't a player for it, and you weren't a buyer for it, right? So you know, dude, this guy, he's a deal. He's ready to roll. So if you guys look at that statistic, I know that you've probably heard this. If you look at the statistics in automotive, 5-10 years ago, I think the stat was that customers would go to, 5.1 dealerships. Yep. There's never been the highest one dealership, one store stop ever in the business than it is today. It's 1.4. It's 1.4. So that means if they're here, look, we got to do everything we can to say, look, how do we get this done, right? They're on the website. They're checking. Are you guys in the top 5 of pricing of Nissan?
Yeah, we should.
Always. Yeah. Man, I tell people that. Hey, thanks for dropping by the Nissan store. What can I get you information on? Oh, yeah, I want to look at this vehicle. Excellent. You've probably seen that online. You probably know probably the reason that you're here is that you noticed we were in the top 5 pricing for this Nissan vehicle. That's why you're here. Is that right? Oh, yeah, no, I shopped online. The guy spent 75% of his time online. How often do you guys go buy something right now where you're not already researching the deal? If you're at the store, if you got in your car and you drove over, dude, you're ready to go. Right? You're not just showing up to look around. Like, those days are over. You might get the guy who's kicking it around. They're ready to go. So what I want you to do is I want you to have some very specifics. If you guys don't have an always, you'll get nevers. Okay? I want you to think about that. So for every lead that comes in, every single lead that actually comes in through the internet, every time you take a phone call, every time you hit a customer on the lot, I want you to take your phone out. Does everybody have a smartphone? The majority of people probably have iPhones. How many of you guys use video follow-up?
Better. Got them in the system.
Video follow-up. The one millennial in the room uses video
we got some more mature guys doing that. Bruce back there does it. Martin.
My man.
Martin.
So what I would do is I would actually put this in. When you take that phone call, you're getting the information. What do they typically suggest? They're calling up about a particular product. They're calling up about a particular piece of inventory. Excellent, sir. Hey, where can I text you that information to? Why do I want to text the guy the information? I've got a 500% better opportunity of setting the appointment if I text while I'm on the call. So I want you to make that an always. 500% better. And if we do that on every single one, every time the guy calls in, hey, I want to text it to you right now. We're snapping the guy's attention, right? That's what we want. We want to get their attention. We know he's only going to go to one store. He already shopped everybody. We don't have to mess with it. He called up about the particular product. We want to text him. And why do we want that text number?
Get another.
To get attention.
Start a report with them.
Totally. Start a report. Look, man, that guy's never going to get rid of that number.
I just found out the car business is changing. You gotta make it.
Totally.
You gotta be creative. If it's not, you gotta business complete.
Well, because technology's changing, everything is changing. I mean, what's happening is that people can get more information over the internet now, so they can cut the salesperson out. You know, the salesperson got the bad rep for a long time, and it wasn't your guys' fault. We're taking the heat for some other people.
People learn.
Yeah, you know, for that guy back there, he's freaking crushing the BMW deals.
We take it for Larry, king of CSI.
You guys blame it on Larry. You guys talk. I'll talk to Larry later.
It's Larry's fault.
Larry's fault. He used to sell dinosaurs.
Yeah, so look, man, they're trying to replace it because they don't want to talk to a salesperson because they think, man, when I talk to that sales guy, I'm going to be pressured. I'm not going to get a good experience. I'm going to call freaking Chris, and Chris isn't going to give me the information. I'm like, well, dude, forget you, Chris, because I'm going to get it on mine anyways. I got 4 other options. I'm going to find the guy who gives me the deal. Who gives me what I want. You guys remember, who remembers a bank teller? I know a lot of people remember the bank teller. Remember when I was like 19, 20, I'd have to go up, stand in line, cash my check. Dude, they got rid of the bank teller. Because every time you went up there was a bad attitude. There was, you know, not good. You had to wait in line. It was frustrating. It wasn't good. I'm like, well, dude, I can just go to the ATM. Why do I want to go hang out and have that bad experience? So people are thinking with that today. People are going to restaurants today and they're ordering on iPads. Why? Because, man, the waitress was terrible. She was, you know, she wanted the big tip but didn't deliver the service. She said that she gave the best service out there, and I hear this from salespeople all the time. We got the best product. We got the best service. Everything, but they're not delivering it. They're not showing it. So look, when that guy calls up, I want you guys to pull your phone out. Hey, excellent, sir. Where can I text you that information to?
That's genius.
You're going to have a 500% better opportunity. Who likes 500? You guys like 500%? Okay. Then what I want you to do when you get off that phone call, you guys got to lock that call down anyways. You got to lock the appointment down. Don't set a fake appointment. I got a bunch of new guys in my office right now. They always set appointments with GMs, and then I go take the call, and he's never there. So then I got to track the guy down. I talk, he's like, what? No? Oh, yeah, no, I think I remember that guy called. My guys are setting fake appointments, man. I got to get on to them like, dude, you got to lock. These are the fresh guys, you know, the fresh ones we hire in. So they're not, they haven't been burned in yet. So you guys got to lock the appointment down. Hey, for any reason, would you not be able to make that meeting? You're not going to be able to show up at the dealership at 4 o'clock on Tuesday. Whenever I talk to the guy, no matter what, this is like an old school Grant thing. He would always say, hey, when can you be here? This afternoon or tonight? You always say that. If you don't have always, you'll get nevers. Hey, when can you be here? This afternoon or tonight? Guys like, dude, it's 7:30. 7:30 at night. I know, man. Hey, look, when can you be here? This afternoon or tonight? You want to use that always, because if you don't have the always, you'll never do it. You get out of routine. Okay, so I want you guys to start doing that. On every single phone call, text on the call. Okay, text the guy the information. It doesn't matter what you text him. You get the guy's text number. Okay, then what I want you to do is I want you to take that video and I want you to shoot a virtual follow-up. Okay, if you do that, look, you put that face there. It takes 10 seconds. You pull it out. Hey, this is Steve from the dealership. Thank you so much for the opportunity to do business with you. I'm going to send you over all the information, and I'm going to get you everything. We're going to see you Tuesday at 4 o'clock. Done. Boom. Text it out to the guy. He's got your text number. You got his text number. He sees your face. It's real. He's only going to one store. He's 75% of the way through the deal. He already knows what he wants. It's just a timing issue for him. So you got to snap the guy's attention. Okay, and I want you guys to do that whenever you're on the line. If you don't do a deal, how often does somebody come to the dealership and you don't close? Now they're in the CRM. Now you guys got this new CRM that's telling you, hey, look, man, you got to follow up. Okay, for those deals, 80% of those transactions happen between the 5th and the 12th follow-up. 80% of them happen between the 5th and the 12th follow-up. You guys believe that to be true?
Yeah.
48% of all salespeople follow up one time. Half of salespeople follow up one time. And either you're that guy or you're not. But what happens is that, look, don't be the guy. You got to follow up. And you got to have a game plan. You got to have a strategy. You can't be the guy who calls up and says, hey, man, you going to buy that vehicle? Yo, dog, you coming back down to the Nissan store? You ready to roll? You ready to buy? Did you talk to your wife? We got to cover them up with good information. We have an abundance of information. Send them information. Guy comes in on one vehicle. Boom, dude, I got the new Murano. Hey, I thought that you would want to see this vehicle. Text them the video, man. Send it to them. If you guys start doing this more often, send 10 videos a day. Make that your goal. 10 videos per day. You guys work 6 days a week or 5? That's 60 videos per week. Okay? Dude, who's going to crank it up and nail that 100 number and maybe even get to 150? Because look, the automotive industry is full of people who have accepted average, and you can make money being average. Okay, but 76% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck because they're settling with average. Dude, if you guys hustle, you crush it, you start doing the stuff, you start utilizing the technology, man. They set up a new CRM. The new CRM tells you, look, this is what stage of the pipeline the guy's in. So build that relationship with the customer. You guys say that you have the best opportunity. Do you guys believe you have a good product?
Yes.
You guys got the best product, right? We got the best deal. And quit saying you guys are competitive. Okay? Because competitive means you're cheap. Dude, we got the best deal. Even if we're $500 more, $1,000 more, dude, we've got the best deal. Come on down, man. Where can I text you the information? Where can I text you the bid on that vehicle? We're in the top 5. We are in the top 5 on pricing a Nissan every single month. Nobody beats us. Nobody beats us on price. I would use that. If you guys are in that, man, I would tell people because they're worried. That's why they're looking online, because they're trying to get that price. Okay, so what you guys like about what you heard today? So forget about what you didn't like. What did you like?
Well, basically, as soon as you, with sales calls, as soon as you take a sales call and you get the number, you immediately follow up with the text. Like with us, we do e-brochures and so forth. But what I picked up on immediately texting the customer.
Exactly.
Once you get the number, where it sticks with this customer, because I know as a consumer myself, if I'm getting texted, and he's texting me, I'm like, anything that comes up in terms of automobile, I'm seeing this guy's text. He don't text me or whatnot.
Yeah.
5, 6, 7 times. So if I'm interested in that vehicle, I'm gonna know that this guy's text me, numerous of times.
Whenever
That's what I got.
Yeah, totally. And whenever somebody hits your website, it takes 8 attempts to get a hold of somebody. You guys ever get a lead? You're like, dude, I called the guy freaking 3 times.
No response.
No response.
Is that like the national
That's
average?
the average. 8 attempts.
You guys heard that, right? That's great information.
Yeah.
So when you look at your planner, oh, I got all these tasks.
Yeah.
8 attempts. 8 attempts. Why would they not take the call?
Busy?
They're freaking busy. They're busy. Like, I mean, I don't know. Just think about your buying transactions. Think about the things that you do. Think about what you have going on in your life. Dude, people are freaking busy. I got so much going on all the time that like you can't get a hold of me. I'm good on text. You can text me.
Me too.
So how do you think these other people aren't like sitting by the phone waiting on the Nissan guy to call them up and slam dunk? You know what I'm saying? So dude, you just gotta like get into perspective with that. This CRM is gonna help you understand what stage you are in the pipeline. You're like, okay, good. I called this guy 6 times. Oh shit, I got 2 more to go.
8 attempts is the number.
8 attempts. 8 attempts is the average for a cold call on a prospect who requested information.
In other words, don't give up after the 2nd or the 3rd time. You call him, send him an email, he didn't answer you, don't give up on it. How many times have I heard that? Well, I already texted him and I called him, he didn't answer.
And you guys got to stop looking for the instant deal. Because I mean, how many of these deals are, they're just not ready. For whatever reason, they just may think they're not ready. I mean, you know for sure that, hey, look, if this guy comes in, I'm going to give him the best deal, the best price. He's not going to have a payment for 45 days. Why would he not want to do that? He's got other stuff going on. He's not even thinking about that. And he just ordered a movie off Amazon last night, and it was a terrible movie, and his freaking wife was yelling at him, and now he's like, oh, man, I make bad decisions. And now he's on your website, he's like, I don't want to make another bad decision. That's what's happening. I'm telling you guys, the attention thing is what's killing you. You've got to keep the people's attention. You've got to stay persistent. You've got to stay professional. You can't keep calling the guy up and just saying, you coming down to buy that Murano? You coming down to buy? You coming down to buy? Look, I got to text him the bid. I got to text, this is Carlos. This is Carlos. Down at the deal, we're interested in this particular vehicle, but we just pulled this new trade in. I don't know if you were looking at new and used, but we'd love to show you both ways. I don't know if you'd be interested in it, but we would like the opportunity to show you both ways. Oh, you want a lease? Excellent. Hey, would you mind if we showed you both ways? Lease and purchase? Hey, if I could save you a couple $1,000 bucks, why do I want to do that? Why do I want to give people options? Grant talks about it all the time. Because 40% of your buyers come in here on the wrong product. You guys agree with that? Raise your hand if you agree with that.
Oh, yeah.
So this is the data that you guys have got to know. You guys have always got to be learning and looking up this information because it's changing and it's fast. And the only way that you like build that real reality for you, that you make sense of calling a guy 8 times. I mean, you know, if I'm calling somebody 8 times, I'm like, I'm just bugging them, right? Except for I know the stats, so it's a real reality to me that I'm just doing what I need to do to get a hold of the guy. He's busy. He's interested. He's going to buy. He's going to go to one dealership. We know that for sure. And it better be this one. And it better be with me. And the only way that he doesn't do that is if I'm okay with average. And I let him go be with somebody else. So I want you guys to take that. What else? What else did you guys hear that you like, that you know for sure, hey, we can use this today. We can put this in. This is a couple deals because I got one extra thing that's going to help get you guys to that number. And I want to finish off with that. So what's one thing you guys like?
Reassurance on the video follow-up.
Yeah.
It's big. The statistics, too.
Yeah, totally. I mean, if you don't know the stats, man, you just don't, it doesn't make sense for you, right? You know, these guys are up here like, hey, called the guy 8 times. You're like, well, wouldn't I be bugging him? Right? But it's what you got to know. So you guys gotta get that information. If you don't have like the reality on it, if you don't have the understanding of it, it's not gonna make sense. Okay. How many cars are you guys gonna do today?
15.
15 cars today. Okay. I'm gonna show you guys how to get to 30. I want you guys to, if you guys take any stat that I gave you today, and if you only believe half of what I'm saying, believe this one. 91% of all customers say that they were.
Yep. 100%.
Okay. 11% of salespeople ask for them. Now that probably hits you. You're like, ah, that's me. That's me right now. I got 91% of the deals that I did this month, last month, this year, who were willing to give me somebody. An uncle, a neighbor, a friend, a relative, and I'm sitting here on the wrong side of that stat. Okay, so what's one way that you can actually do that? The biggest problem with referrals is that people don't ask for them the right way. Would you agree the reason you don't ask for referrals is because, well, I just, you know, hey, if you know anybody, send them my way. Here's my card.
I hear that all the time.
Yeah. Hey, if you know anybody, send them my way. Dude, they want to. But they just had a notification pop up on their phone that Lamar Odom overdosed in some club. And last week, that customer that you gave that card to, Donald Trump stole that referral from you. It's the attention thing. The attention is pulling away. Dude, they want to help you. So you got to really get the answer. So you've got to actually ask for the referral. Hey, who are you thinking about right now who could use this service and a product like this in the next 90 days? Who are you thinking about right now? Who are you thinking about right now? Use that. Okay, and what's going to happen? Either they're going to give you somebody or they're going to be like, oh, I'm not, I don't know. Hey, if I know anybody, I'll give you. If you did know, who would it be? Dude, don't ask people a question and don't get an answer.
You just pulled it out of them.
Don't ask a question, because then they're like, oh yeah, John, my neighbor. Right? So ask, who are you thinking about right now who could use a service like this, a brand new vehicle like this, a used BMW like this? Man, who do you know who wants this? Because I trade for these all day long. Who do you know in the next 90 days could use something like this? Oh, I don't know. If you did know, who would it be? Okay? And then what I want you to do is I want you to rip out your phone. Hey, you mind if I take a selfie picture with you? Right next to your brand new vehicle. Bam, I snapshot it. Can I text this to your boy John? Just as an introduction. To let them know that whenever they're going to be in the market in the next 90 days, that'll be their guy. You guys like that? You think you could step up and handle this 91% of the people who are actually willing to give you a deal? You guys will double your income if you do that. I promise you. And the only way that you do any of the things that I told you about today is if you have always. Because if you don't always do it, if you don't do it every single time, then you just get off the path. It's like the CRM. You get all jacked up on it for 2 weeks, and then you're like, you quit calling people, and then you never use it. Okay? It's like dieting. It's like going to the gym. If I don't always do it, I'm going to be like, well, that works. I go twice a month.
That's what I call consistency.
Consistency. Perfect. Anybody ever read a great book, a great article? You read anything about a Steve Jobs or a Bill Gates or a Warren Buffett? Dude, they all talk about the same stuff. Consistency, persistence. I mean, dude, you guys just follow the successful people. Just duplicate what they do. We all can get rich and do whatever we want to. And it's available. There's no shortage of success. There's a shortage of people going for it. Okay? So I hope these strategies today really help you guys out. I really appreciate the time that you guys gave me. Time is very valuable. And I wanted to give you guys some opportunities to hit your targets this month and to go out there and crush it. So thank you.
Thank you. Great. Appreciate it. Thank you.